commentators like Nick bring a whole kitchen sink worth of the setup. And
so Nick works for Sky Sports Radio as well. He's one of the producers on Big Sports Breakfast and stuff, so he brings his own mixer. And I don't know, I'll probably look at doing it next year because I reckon it makes a difference how much we can hear.
That does sound good. But what he'll do is the same thing. So instead of him plugging his headset straight into the camera or home, he'll just plug it into his desk.
So what would happen with his mixer, if he bought his own modem as well, plugged his own modem into that, he could live stream to his own YouTube page, Facebook page and that stuff for commentary of the game. So he could commentate the games like I do stuff off the radio, just in opposition and things, so he probably doesn't like that. But could literally commentate this game to the radio station I work for if I used their mixer and ran it into the station and all that sort of stuff. So there's a lot of extra layers to things to do.
But we keep it simple basically.
Yeah. If the commentators want to do extra stuff, the cameraman will let them, but it's up to the commentator.
All you need to do is just make sure you've got the line off. Sometimes you can plug straight into that if you want it, but then we're a bit close. Sometimes I like using a cable and making it move around or whatever. Sometimes you're another ground, you've got a bit more space to move around. Sydney United is a good one where Marconi, they've got a pretty big scaffolding.
See, this is pretty good. This you've actually got plugs for
power. This is only here 18 months ago.
Yeah, so they put it up. I did it for the Merrill Cup when they built this last year, so I reckon that was about April or May, around Mother's Day. Yeah. So you can go to some grounds, literally, when I do rugby union stuff, they commentate but don't have any of this, so you'll be doing it on the field, on a hill, in the crowd of people, and do whatever you need to do, but they don't have power to plug in, so you need to make sure your batteries and your backup batteries are all good. Otherwise, you could have extension cords literally running to the pub house, like could be 100 metres of extension.
We did a game back in February, the AFL pre-season game for Swans first time over at Moore Park. Now you'd think over there we have everything running since the cricket ground, but we were on the training paddock outside, which has absolutely nothing. So we're all running off power banks, batteries, and okay. I bring this. It's actually a good 6 L power, which is enough to hold down on the levels. 270?
Oh, yeah.
Probably get it on special.
Because I want to get something like that to do brought back to work.
And it's good between this, my batteries, and that's got a built-in battery of 2 from L2.
That'll power up all that.
It'll power all the gives you 6 hours.
So Tom, you've got the scary numbers now. How much is the layout if you wanted to buy it and get into it?
Oh, this.
It's 20 grand or stuff here.
Yeah, I mean, the camera itself, I think these up to about 2.5 grand at least. That's the lower model of the cameras. These are, I mean, you could go straight into a laptop and a dongle and do it yourself on YouTube, but then and the rest of the problem. This, we sent it to the Sydney goes to Melbourne, the sportscast, and then they gave the on-screen graphics, they put the scoreboard, the clock, the names and all that.
So they're just controlling our games all over the country?
Pretty much. Yeah. They'll have, how many games tonight across Australia, between NPL, New South Wales, Victoria, Adelaide,
even the NPL games.
Probably some 4 games.
8 NPL games for New South Wales, I think 7 of them are today.
So yeah, probably about 30, 40 games today. We win the games up tomorrow. So they don't have to do the studio, they just like call centers. Monitoring your game up, got a goal, graphics, clock, half time.
Pretty full on.
Yeah. All we're doing, we're just sort of feeding the actual source. But if it goes down here, it goes down everywhere. So if this shits itself or my cable falls out, so you notice I moved my cable around. If my case that gets jammed on something, it's got a bit of tension there, so it doesn't pop out. That's not the same for all of them. If that pops out because I quickly turn or someone's knocked the camera over, I'm sending nothing, they're receiving nothing, people at home are watching nothing. And if there's X amount of downtime per game, you don't get paid. And neither the sportscast or anybody else. So it all starts with us. sometimes it'll go wrong at studios in. It's bad luck, but it's nothing out of our hands. As long as we, again, if I get in early enough and I've turned that on, and that's on, and that's on, and we've got sound, my ass is covered. And I just worry about two in the game.
Yeah,
Now,
so settings are just, what is it?
So you want to make sure you're nice and level. Yeah, we'll do that.
I still haven't got team list yet. Doing a good job today. Just the usual stuff. Same at all. Yeah. Alright, gonna come in at levels like this, and I'll get it up to this. If they're running away, might get up to these sorts of high levels like that.
the wide shot and said, here, you see the post instead. What the kick is doing. Other than that, you'll pick it up, you'll think, oh, you watch soccer before on TV, so you think, you say, what would I want to see? At times you think, oh, I'm a bit close, just watch the ball, like, to the ball. We'll take a wider shot, or if they're back here, kicking back towards the keeper, I don't need to be filming the play with this after the really big situation. Same as when they're attacking, I don't need to be filming these because they're attacking. So when they're in the middle, there's a bit of tennis going on back and forth, you'll find you just take a wide shot like that. You're just doing this for a few minutes, might come down here and you're us. If it comes down closer to us here, zoom out as far as you can, which is there. Because then sometimes they'll boot it across field. Shooting to begin with, generally does that sort of game that gets you just follow the ball and move around it. Don't ever have a shot of just. Every time you've got a shot of one person, is if they just scored the goal. You won't hear your effects quite, just, I don't know why it is, I think it's the camera. I can never really hear channel 2 coming out of it. But it works because when I see the monitor, when I turn it on, you'll see noise. And I usually film that. Otherwise, it's too much. I usually film with that on the graphics on because it's too much. You just try to follow the ball.
What resolution are you aiming actually?
Good question. Whatever it is, probably always have it set up. I've got this kit back from someone else at the start of the year. Someone supplied like by someone else's. And whenever I had to do to set it all up, I was messing with that. So
No complaints.
I don't touch it, there's no complaints. Things only go wrong with the same setting. If you're doing, like every week, my setup is the same, channel 1, channel 2, same output. That stuff now works out.
So your channel 1 was for ambient sound.
One is a commentator, two is a so if you had those, I would recommend listening to them today because I'll be talking to you. But you'll hear them anyway. Sometimes if you're in my code, you hear nothing downstairs. So I can't hear them.
But basically that's set up, you've always got a commentator at a game?
So it's supposed to, someone didn't turn up the other week.
What was that?
And here, Justin had the commentator.
Oh, really?
We got to about 15 minutes into it, and he's messaging everybody. So
That's funny.
I think I'll have to take over.
He should give me up, but I'll say Mark should give me up.
So go for it, you know.
That was just on the back, but well, no, not for the
Yeah.
commentator.
But
That's probably what it is.
whoever it was, didn't know they had it. It was work told or they didn't know they wanted it.
Well, there's been a couple of changes, right? So when there's been changes, it stuff things up. I've
Yeah.
lost the games a couple of times. And this one come through from last night, basically.
So that's all gaming, that's basically saving that. This is missing up the
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome here to Football New South Wales Round 18, Men's NPL 1 clash out of Popondetta Park between Mount Druitt Town Rangers and St George FC.
So we're going to go through the lineups here quickly now. See the team shaking hands. Now Druitt Town look like this for tonight's match. So number 1's Dylan Niski, the captain, in goals there for Rangers. Alexandria Trajanowski is in number 2. Fef number 5. Number 6 is Jared Macarello. Number 7 is Garanga Wak. Number 9 is Joey Gibbs. Used to be at Blacktown City and also been A-League and stuff as well. Number 10 is Joao Pedro Oliveira Santos. Number 15 is Caleb Jackson Brown. Number 20 is Thomas Lopez. 21, William Rankin. Number 27, Shaden Sampao. So the reserves from Mount Druitt Town are number 4, Zach Svilagoy. Number 11, John Azar. Number 16, Stefan Giglio. Number 18, Lachlan Vassalou. Number 22, Jaden Rankin. Number 24, Bailey Camino. So St George look like this. So in goals, number 99 is Mackenzie Siren. Number 16 is Caden Wright. Number 3 is Troy Danaskos. Number 5 is Nicholas Caligero. Number 7 is Aidan O'Shea. Number 8, Evangelo Suros. Number 10 is Jaden Casella. Number 14 is Justin Poom. Number 15, Bai Antonu. And number 27 is Jaden Seto. Number 34 is Kota Toyuka. On their bench, they've got number 12 is Thomas Dunn. Number 13 is Sunday Yona. Number 19 is Nicholas Catario. Number 20 is Daniel Axford. Number 23 is Xavier Rodriguez. And number 33 is Dominic Offria. You're here with the Duckman for this afternoon's match. First NPL 1 men's match this afternoon for me this season. Looking forward to getting into this one. Last week, Mount Druitt coming to this in the back of a 2-1 loss against Marconi. Sit 15th on the ladder on 9 points. 2 wins and 3 draws. The leading scorers at the moment are Joao Pedro Olivio Santos, so it's on 3. Joey Gibbs on 2 goals, along with Caleb Jackson Brown and John Azar. They've got a few others there on 1. And got St George coming to this game on the back of a 3-1 loss last week against Rockdale Ellendon. Sit 9th on the ladder out of 16, 22 points, 6 wins, 4 draws. Last time both sides met at St George, Mount Druitt Town took the Chockies 3-2. And St George's leading scorers by Antono on 8 goals, Jaden Casella 7, and Troy Danaskos on 4. Justin Poom has also chipped in with 3. Got quite a few that have scored a goal as well. And we're underway here at Football New South Wales down Poppenetta Park. Trajanowski takes a throw there. Awak comes inside trying to hook up our Gibbs. Ball goes long. It's headed clear. So Mount Druitt Town Rangers in their usual yellow shirts, green shorts and yellow socks. St George in red and white shorts, green socks. Playing across the park. The sun has dropped down, thankfully. It's in our eyes before, a lot of sun glare. Just wondering when that might drop down, and it has. Got a decent crowd out here tonight, Poppenetta Park. Big match for Mount Druitt Town. They want to strike and get up away from relegation zone, sitting just above Central Coast Mariners, who are in 16th place at this stage. And good form with a win against St George last time. They'll be hoping to replicate that again today. There you go, across there, number 14, Poon. So quite a lot of strike power here, St George. In the side, play the ball across the park there. Toyuku. Cut it back to Sito. Toyuka again. And ball goes over the sideline. Trajanowski's got a couple of options there. Balls. So 0-0 very early in this match. Round 18 clash. As I said, Football New South Wales TV. All these games, you can catch them all. Football New South Wales TV on YouTube. Bit of a high foot there. Referee's all right with that one. And the Rangers player's not real happy. Kalen Wright's cluttered into the number 10 there. Oliveira Santos. Pedro tonight, number 10. Ball breaks out now. Caligero. Drop one over the top. Good ball too. Justin Poon cuts back. Looks for options. Goes for a square ball across the face. I have a shot deflected. A nice block there by Rangers. Massarello is taking it out. Awa runs freely, goes out wide. Pedro again cuts the ball out wide again to Awa. Drives around the outside and gets grasped. And I see a goal kick there. Solid defending. Caleb right in there again. Man with a mission. It's nice weather out here tonight too. Poppendetta Park. It's no rain. The breeze, I'll say the breeze has dropped off a bit. Probably going to bring it on now. Good crowd out here. Ball sails over the sideline there. So throwing again from Mount Druitt. Still 0-0. Very early in the match. It's only a few minutes in at the moment. About 6 minutes in. Go right back to the keeper there. Niski. Punches it long. And that's tracked back there by Sito. So two centre halves here. St George Sito with the ball now. And Toyuka. Going to add a lot here. Caleb right back in the middle there too. Just controlling the tempo, picking it up. And trying to open space in front of him. St George, oh, nice little 1-2. Sends him on his way there. Antonu, leading scorer St George this year. Has a bit of a wayward shot. It goes across. Had a shot on there. Goes wide. Nothing in particular Niski has to worry about. Very quickly though. Hit it on the counter, high tempo. Quick 1-2 passing. Trying to hold up Mount Druitt players. And Lopez, a little bit of a jersey grab. Now Druitt go long again. Send it down to Garang. Awak drives around. Drops it over the top. And Jackson Brown is offside there. Got a fair bit going on in the commentary box this afternoon. If you could see what's happening, you'd be thinking, looks like a MasterChef kitchen. Build up again there. Toyuka. Thinks up, nice little ball out there. Caligiru. Cuts inside, nice interception there. Awak. And it goes back to Macarella again. So Macarella. Niski doesn't really have any short options there. It's had to go long. Punched it forward, gone through to Sito again. Toyuka picks up Justin Poon again. A quick 1-2 there with Suris. Another break out the left. Happy to switch the ball around. Caleb Wright again. In the middle of things. Some robust challenges already in the game. Making his presence known. Drops the ball over the top. Antonu. Down into the back corner there. Poon. Comes right back to Caligiru. Suris. Goes back to Toyuka. And swing it across the other side. So trying to find room in front of him. So tight defence there. Rangers making St George have to play wide. Georgia playing a bit more of a containment style in defence. So the home fans will be hoping they can see victory number 3 this afternoon. Full size switch, yeah, and a full field switch. Garang Awak running at pace. Drops the ball in, nice little move too. Awak driving through the midfield, opens it up there, drops nicely. Macarella on it again. threaded the ball through there. William Rankin turn it over now. St George got it back. So he's trying to open up some options. Mackenzie Siren sits on it and plays short. Rangers playing a more zonal style defence. Sit back where every man does his job. In behind the St George lines, not allow people to run freely in between the lines. Just drop it back again to Toyoku. And it's across again, Antonu. So the danger man there, Antonu's on 8 goals so far. Casella on 7. There are plenty of strike power here, St George. So they're trying to get the strike power in action here. Aidan O'Shea drives around the outside here, comes onto the byline, cuts it back. Now Druitt's able to keep it up. Oh, get it out the top of the box, have a shot. Niski saves it, drops into the middle. Cleared away. Good defence by Rangers. Rang Awak tracking his runner.
Yes, Caleb.
Nice defence at Awak. He's getting heavily involved too tonight. Rodriguez chopped down Caleb Wright. Grass there. And challenge there by Mac Roller. And to get the quick break, Pedro sat on waiting for the ball. So probably wants to be proactive with it there. Pedro drives around again here. Nice run. Look at that. Good run. They try to grab his shirt. He calls for the free kick and gets it. Thought he might have tried to drive on. So he's Mount Druitt Town's leading scorer this season on 3. It's been tough years since getting promoted back up. Have a bit of a long range crack too. Saw Mackenzie Siren off the line and thought he'd try to sail one over the top and see what he's got. Didn't come off that time. We'll see him play up high off the line. Might do some more opportunities like this tonight. They'll try to drop one in. Nice ball there now. Jaden Casella gets in. He's calling for the throw in. And they get it too. On the far side of the field. The lights come on here. He's scuttled there. And George puts hand on the ball. Caleb Wright. So broke down the attack too. Mount Druitt are on their way. Pedro drop one in, drop a couple of AWAC. And didn't connect the pass. That Justin Poon makes a break down the line. That's a good call there by the AR, the near side AR. Picked up Jaden Casella. Offside run. Mount Druitt Town players are calling for a bit of stuff that's happening. Gilniski's letting all players know he's going to put his foot through the ball here. AWAC's calling for far side right. It's coming across to him. He's always on his way out and he headed a bit further out. Caligiru looking for options. Goes short, gets the ball back.
Yes, Joey!
Ball bounces into the crowd. St George get a free kick for high studs. Trying to save it. Joe Gibbs lunged in a bit in the challenge. Did come in, the studs were a bit high. So St George have had some good form as of late. The exception probably being last week, so sitting ninth. In a pretty good position this season. 6 wins, 4 draws. So they look pretty good. The strike weapons they got here today. Casella on the ball. If they can get him in, can cause a lot of damage. Sito goes across now, Caligari. It's back to Toyuka. Sito's getting pressed there by Joey Gibbs. Pedro's coming up and across. Drops one in over the top here. Justin Poon. He's going to be able to get on it. He keeps it in. Cuts it back. Across the face of goal. Stopped again. Dylan Niski. Rang Awak keeps that in. Little touch inside. Trying to link up with Pedro. Didn't hit the pass. And now St George have turned it over again. Sito goes across to his left fullback, Damascus. So link one up again there. Back down Caligari.
Boy, Caleb.
Ball comes out. Caleb Wright wins it back. Solid tackle. Playing like an anchor in centre midfield. Controls the tempo. So I said that I'd bring in the jinx if I said the wind died off. It had. And now smacking us in the face. Makes no difference to the game at the moment. Passing, they might want to play on the deck now. Caligari. Got to whip one up over. Good challenge there by Rangers. By Antonu. 8 goals for the season. See if he can add to that tally tonight. He'll be hoping he can. Casella will be hoping to add to his 7. Caleb Wright moves the ball on. Go forward again, goes down the back there. Fef. Actually involved, or was involved, with local football club in the area, Ropes Crossing, doing some coaching, academy coaching for them in the juniors. It's good to see players in the NPL 1 give back, men's and women's, they all give back to the local sporting clubs and communities they're involved with. Kilniski launches along again. Caleb Wright breaks it wide again. Caligari drops one over the top. Casella's in there. Chases it down at the back. Kilniski punches it long. Comes over towards the commentary box. Caligari drops short to Caleb Wright. Going across there now, Surus. Running open field. Oh, nice little ball. Threaded it straight through. On the run to Damascus. Gets a bit of a shirt tug. They're trying to call for free kick, and they're going to get it too, just outside the box. No. Referee just goes with a throw in. Drives into the box here. They cut it back. Going to get first chance. Justin Poon has a shot, and Dylan Niski's up to it. Saves it. Point blank range too, within the 6-yard box. Going bottom left-hand corner. Niski tips it wide. Keeps Rangers in the game here, 0-0. St George now have a corner. Got some dangerous options in the box. Pretty sure we're going to keep it away from Fef. Will come out. Awak gets absolutely skittled there. O'Shea. So this is the spot where you don't really want to give away a free kick. Just outside the 18-yard box. To the left, too. Now 24 metres out. So Jaden Casella, he's going to back off from this one. See what they do here, St. George. They're going to have a shot on target for almost all money. They go for it. Oh, Niski saves her. What a save. Gets it out. Caleb Wright. Links it up O'Shea. Drives around. Tries to whip the cross in. And nice defence there by William Rankin. Number 21 for Rangers. So Anthony was looking to add to his tally. Dylan Niski pull off a massive save. Referee's having a chat to all the players. A little bit of push and shove. All the normal stuff. See the AR chatting. Got the ball boys down here giving us a wave. They whip one in on the front post. Ilniski takes it too clean. So the ball boys be hoping they get their can of Coke and meat pie. Maybe Shavapi after the game there. Nice little ball. Kalen Wright comes through. Steals it from the feet of Pedro. Gone long there, Rankin. It's it to Joey Gibbs. Not do anything with it. A long through ball there. Macarola. Down in the corner. George dig it out. Now Druitt Town's going to make him dig it out too. I'm going to let him play it out from the back there. Not a bad idea. They want to throw with this. Trajanowski looking for options. He's going to look for his long throw. Goes long too, into the box. Trying to pick up Gibbs. And the run gets shielded there by Sito. So about 20 to 25 minutes into this match here. The score still 0-0 here. It's round 18 NPL 1 men's fixture. Now Druitt Town Rangers against St. George FC. Now Druitt get the free kick now. It's Macarola. They'll be happy to earn the free kick. Going to be a dogged effort into centre midfield. Drops the ball there. Sampao. Little flick over the top. Fef's going to go on top of it. Very dominating. It's high. Jaden Casella gets on a Sampao. Clears it, scuttled over. Rangers get themselves a throw in. Ball comes across, they're trying to break it out here to the left. They get it out, they switch it. Trajanowski drives forward, links up with a whack. Gets a shirt grab. Yeah, going to be a free kick there for St. George. Go to right again. switch it up with Sito's driving forward. And now they put the press on. Good little ball in behind the back. He's up Aiden O'Shea. Drives in, gets shoved. Need to be careful around the box. Go right back to Toyuka. Across to Caligiru. Whack tries to bring it down. Wright's on top of the ball there. Nice play on Jackson Brown. Caligiru picks up Casella. Solid defense there by Jackson Brown. Gives him no room, takes him out further to the line, keeps him down there. Casella drives on Caligiru. Loses the ball to a whack in a challenge. Not a great pass. Gets it back. Caligiru's calling for free kick. Wright goes back to clean it up. Back to Toyuka. Cedu swings across the other side. So starting to get the tempo now here, St. George. They got possession of most of the ball. And they're trying very hard to open up the park. Right goes across the Cito again. So trying to find gaps in between the midfield and defence. Right's on up there, midfield anchor. Caligiru played across the Poon. Breaks across to Antonu. Links up Casella. Poon trying to pick up the run at Antonu. Here we go, Caligiru. He keeps going, is on his way still. Mount Druitt haven't cleared it up yet. Need to be careful in the box. Garang Awak turns to Joey Gibbs. The scuttle from behind by Caden Wright. Trying to build up here again, Pedro. As the ball turned it over. Joey Gibbs links across here. Nice run. Jackson Brown gets a whack. Cuts it across. I can't get a shot. Gets it in. Is it there? So close. Mackenzie Soren gets it. And gets himself a free kick. Really looked like Caleb Jackson Brown or Pedro were going to finish that one off. It's good defence. It's the most amount of pressure I say St. George had at this stage of the game. Soaked that up pretty well. Dealt with nicely by the keeper, Siren. Poon goes back to Toyuka. The right goes across to C2. Danascus in the midfield there too. Gets skittled. So Rangers, they get some opportunities. Did say they picked up a win back in round 3, 3-2 against St. George. It was their first win of the season. Only had 2 at this stage. They'd be pretty confident they can do the job here again. Garang a whack. Back here, William Rankin. So it's Trajanowski. That's across there, Sempower. Poon breaks away. Fef's going to have to be on top of it. Has it go, and it goes high and wide. Out for a goal kick. 0-0 for anyone that's just joined us now. Football New South Wales TV. It's round 18 NPL 1 men's clash. With the Duckman here, Football New South Wales TV tonight for this match. It's a good match, decent crowd. Bit of a cool night. It was all right until the wind just picked up a bit before. So if you're out at this game, you probably need a jacket. If you're sitting at home, the luxury of home theatre, you probably get to enjoy this without a jacket. Here we go, Garanga whack, gets it again. Links through, trying to hook up with Jackson Brown. Switches the ball right across the side. Pedro sitting there or thereabouts, waiting for it. Delivers it across, laid it off Thomas Lopez, sitting in the middle. Tried to pick out Joey Gibbs, couldn't do that. Heavy challenge there on Jaden Casella. Chad Janowski drops one over the top. Not the tidiest clean-up either by Toyuka. Whack goes for throw and throws it out for a goal kick. So probably missed opportunity there. Mount Druitt Town is starting to get a bit of pressure and a bit of field possession and position. But they've got genuine chance to have some opportunities. I don't know how to do that. So far, Sito's gone across the field again. Damascus. So Antonu's coming back looking for the ball as well. Surus in the middle there, Caleb Wright. Poon. Breaks while gets shut down with Trajanowski. Good defense by Rangers. Jackson Brown's been doing a lot of work around Druitt Town as well. Like defensive midfield role. On with Jared Macarello. And Macarola. So one of St George players down at the moment. From challenge from Macarola. So 0-0 the score currently is. About 35 minutes into this match, so heading into half-time, still 0-0. Let's get some physio attention. So Andrew Montgomery will be pretty happy how Mount Druitt Town Rangers is going at the moment. We'll be thinking he can honestly get the points here and do it again. Beat St George again, so imagine if we're trying to ensure his team just gets some possession of ball. There we go, across to St George, yeah. Fabian Michelli. He'll be hoping his side can continue the pressure, keep playing in the balls out wide and cut it back. The opportunities are starting to come for St George and need a bit of level of patience and hope to open up opportunities there for by Antonu, Jaden Casella and also Evangelos Siros. Some of these strike weapons they've got. Troy Damascus can chip in with goals. Justin Poon, hard running down the left. Sorry, down the right. Aiden O'Shea's been making some hard runs down the left. So it gives them good wing options here. St George back underway. It's going to see some injury time at the end of the first half on the back of this. Nice little ball through Toyuka. Caligiru. Oh, links up with Casella. So Casella's trying to tell Poon to make the run down the line. Antonu's over there as well. Sits up Mount Druitt. Pedro tries to do a little backheel flick. Whack wasn't expecting the ball to come back. Toyuka. And Sito. So trying to open room up in front of him where Damascus has come back. Into more of a centre half role there at the moment. Sits up Macarola. Punch the ball long. Feff tracks the ball back. Comes to Dylan Niski. Opens it up, comes out to Shaden Sempel. Turns on the ball. Caleb Jackson Brown wins the free kick there for Mount Druitt Town Rangers. Still 0-0. So I think the wind's blowing in from right to left. So probably in behind Mount Druitt Town's back at the moment. So some level of advantage here. Jaden Casella plays back. So if this wind picks up at all in the second half, St George's going to have some advantage here. Wouldn't say Mount Druitt really had a huge advantage with the wind or taking advantage of it. This is a factor. Might affect long and high shots later in the game. Sempel gets the ball, drives forward again. Drops one long, trying to hook up Garanga Whack. Keeper Siren is up. Damascus has crossed to Toyuka. Siren goes out there to Sito. Damascus drops one over the top there. Nice ball. And O'Shea on his way. Links back. Antonu trying to get the break. Has a shot. Bounces off. The referee says goal kick. Thought they might deflect it off Mount Druitt Town player and been a corner. Not the case. Dilniski puts foot through the ball again, up over the halfway line. Petro gets another robust challenge. Justin Poon, Trajanowski. Looking for options to throw. Referee's trying to tell him to not advance further up the field with the ball. Gained a few metres. Garanga Whack. Links up there. Trying to hook up Jackson Brown. George win the throw in. Caligiru punches one for Jaden Casella again. Back to Sempel and back to Niski. Been good in goals. Had a few moments. Just need to step up tonight too, the captain. And he has done that. Justin Poon. This cross Jackson Brown. Skittled again. Says Evangelo Suris. 44 the challenge too. Suris drives for looking for options. Pings one out wide to the left. Gets intercepted here. Now Mount Druitt get a fast break, so we haven't seen this yet. Down the right-hand side. Solid run back too by Damascus to shut it down. Turned it on when he needed to. Cover that up now. We've got a goal kick here for St. George. Played out from the back for Toyuka. The man who made the chase back. It's out there on the left. Receive it. So pretty organised defensively in the centre of the park there, St. George. Very hard to break down in the middle. Caleb Wright. Playing like a deep anchor. They're giving up a free kick here. So St. George trying to say it's in the box. I don't think it is in the box at all. So he's obviously got some feedback from the AR on the near side here, the referee, from what he's seen. And Mount Druitt Town won the free kick. St. George were trying to call for that. Dylan Niski's called all his players to go forward. He's going to punch it long again. Long it is. Sails away. Joey Gibbs breaks for Garang, a whack. Takes it outside. Threads it through the Macarola. This one out to Pedro's on it now. Comes across Trajanowski. Tries to whip one in the top of the box. Joey Gibbs gets called offside by the far side. AR. So it's probably going to get covered up fair anyway. Time your run. It's all about timing the run. So St. George definitely taking the patient style here. I think it was Caligari who's gone back there at Toyuka. Tried to link up for Shea again, been intercepted again this pass. Macarola out Jackson Brown. It goes down, gets up again. Links up out, chops across in. Would have gone up into the trees except for the net behind the goals to stop it from sailing away. St. George won themselves a goal kick. Getting very close to half time now here at Popondetta Park. 0-0. First half so far. It's round 18 NPL 1 men's clash. Football New South Wales TV. Catch all the matches this season. Football New South Wales TV on YouTube. Going across there. Caleb Wright switches out Justin Poon. Trying to hit him on the run. Come back inside. Probably didn't need to. Probably looking to try to send him down the line. Caligari. Aiden O'Shea up in the middle now. Move Casella out a little bit wider. So the referee said he's coming high studs. So Fef's on it. So they've been doing a solid job in defence at the moment. He's got a couple of speedsters out there too to test him out. Aiden O'Shea. So Jaden Casella. So he's definitely got his hands full, earned his pay packet tonight. A solid tackle there, Caleb Jackson Brown. Oh, gets a little one on the way back through there. Justin Poon. Fef opens up, plays it out wide. Nice ball too. Links Pedro, drops one back. Thomas Lopez. Cross through Sito again. Back across here, Aiden O'Shea is starting to get some triangle passes hit here. St George. Anthony try link one into the middle. Fef gets on it. Puts foot through the ball. Clears it away. Toyuka gets after it. Keeps it in. It's back to Siren. Playing a high line offside trap, Mount Druitt Town. Flat back defensive line. So it's probably helpful too, the wind behind them. Confident. Got some speed at the back. St George got some speed at the front too. They're going to get a test if they drop one over. Dylan Niski's high too. Souris builds it up again there through O'Shea's. Now going looking for the ball a lot more. Bit of a free roll. Links up, cleaned up by William Rankin. 21 for Rangers. Jackson Brown wins another free kick for Rangers. The Rangers bench are blowing up. I think there should be more intervention. Gonna leave it here. Fef. Be hoping you can pick out Joey Gibbs. Garanga whack. Tries to turn on it. Justin Poon, Garanga whacks there. Gets shut down. Nice work for Rangers. Keep the ball. Jackson Brown. A whack, turns. Finds the ball, drops it over the top. Has a go. What a shot. Across the face of the goals. First touch too, hit it on the volley. That would have been a cracking goal there. So Thomas Lopez, that would have been an injection into the match. And busy out the right hand side, he's got a lot to do. Jackson Brown, skittled. Ball comes out there, Poon on his way. Caliguri makes a run, Poon turns it over. Garanga whack back and covers it up again. Trajanowski back to whack. Jackson Brown links with Pedro, had Lopez on the run. Lopez is still there. Links across, Jackson Brown gets a bit of a kick. Trajanowski whips it across. It's cleaned up there by St George. So, bit of a last minute surge here by Mount Druitt Town Rangers to try to get one right before half time. Wouldn't be long left. There's a little bit of injury time in this, a bit of fat on the bone as such. St George player going down before. By Anthony gets skittled. There'll be a push and shove there. Garanga whack. Now Jaden Casella's getting into it. Here we go. The push and shove out here at Popondetta Park. Won't be anything out of this. Just going to be a free kick. FF comes in. Trajanowski checks to Garanga whack. Mark himself a yellow card. Has done that. So for retaliation for a push. First person into the book tonight. That boy Anthony reacted to the tackle. Probably not real happy with the challenge. And Garanga whack decided to let him know he thought it was all right. And the referee decided to let Garanga whack know that it wasn't all right. Toyuka is across the Cito. Out to Damascus. Whips one up and over the top. Fef gets up and clears it away. Casella Garang, a whack. Clears it up again. Trajanowski. Back to a whack. Drops it onto the foot. Gets around the outside. Oh, nice tackle. A good tackle there by Antonu. Ref blows the whistle and just wanted to see if he had it in the bag, if he wanted to do it. And Dilniski clears it up. So there we go. 0-0 here, half time. In quite a robust match. Football New South Wales NPL Men's 1 round 18 fixture. 0-0, no scorer so far. But plenty of action at both ends. At the moment, probably say the game is fairly even. There's a lot that go for both teams. St George have got the strike weapons if they can get it all happening. So we'll see what happens in the second half. I absolutely guarantee there's going to be more action here for sure. And make sure you stick around. You're going to see plenty more of this game. The second half coming up shortly with the Duckman here for Football New South Wales TV.
Hayır, buradaki insanlar öyle olduğu için
Sydney, and you've got blue and yellow checks, and it's just not that. So, well, what now on the blue and yellow checks? If one of them starts, obviously, all right, something, and so there's, see, I was one, and then you've got 13, 11, or 14, 11, 13, different numbers just sit like, you only see parts of each number, so you can't set it up good, right? And you make it estimation, and I have parents that I'm
What's happening? Okay, welcome back here to the second half of this Football New South Wales Round 18 NPL Men 1's clash. Mount Druitt Town Rangers versus St George FC. 0-0 was the halftime score. The only thing major happened in the first half. Some good action. Garang Awak picked himself up a yellow card. Clubbed in the by Antonu, and there's a bit of love getting shared there on both sides. Picked himself up a yellow card. Anyway, Jaden Casella's about to get us underway here for the second half with the Duckman here on Football New South Wales TV. No obvious changes at the moment that I can see. Rangers, as I said, they picked up a win when they played St George last time. 3-2. They'll be hoping they can do that again here in this match tonight. Toyuka comes across the Sito. It's at Damascus, got himself a couple of goals this year as well. Troy Damascus. 4 goals. St George get a free kick there. Angelo Souris. Sito goes back there to right. Tries fraud Toyuka. Cuts down Jaden Casella. Comes around. Goes down near the edge of the box. Calls for free kick. Doesn't get it. Trajanowski. About Jackson Brown. Made the hard run, so we saw a big run in the first half down the right-hand side here. William Rankin. Mount Druitt Town Rangers on the counter. It's a good run. The drives through there. Nice run here. Jaden Cito gets across. Antonu currently sitting on 8 goals for the season. Back to Calagero. This ball down the line. Antonu comes back again. Rangers looking to switch it up. Macarola. And Garangawak gets skittled. They made some robust challenges in the first half. Fast winger. Rangers trying to bring him into the game a lot. So I wonder if we're going to bring in Lopez a fair bit this half. Been a lot of play down the left. So I think they might get a bit out here on the right with Lopez in the second half. It's wide and open. Looking for options. It's gone long. Joey Gibbs headed it into the touch area. So 0-0 half time. Started off with pretty dominant display by St George. Now Mount Druitt get it. It's gone to the ground in a good position too. At 25 metres out. Lopez lines it up. So will he take it? Not sure he's going to be the man that takes his free kick. Referee's going to set a wall. St George have shown the referee where they think the wall should be. And now the referee says, using Pythagoras' theorem, this is where it's actually going to be. Referee marks the spot. So it's a good opportunity here, Mount Druitt, to strike first. Pedro comes up, hits it, bends away, goes out for a goal kick. So nice hit. They're going to play it out short from the back by the look of this, St. George. And they do to roll it out. Caleb Wright on his way. Has up through Toyuka. Across to Sito. So Caleb Wright, as I said, he's playing like midfield anchor in the first half. Damascus is on his bike. Fred's one down. Good ball too. Trying to play an Aiden O'Shea. Cleaned up nicely by William Rankin there. Right fullback here for Rangers. Floats one long. Sito is down fairly easy. Pedro drives through traffic. He's got Lopez out on the right. Tries to whip one into the back corner. Find Garang a whack. That gets headed clear. Comes back to him. Opens up a bit. He's shut down now. Oh, a little ball back inside. Jackson Brown was there. A little back heel. I didn't think anything would come of that. Looked all right. Trajanowski lays one in again. To a whack and it's cleared up there. Toyuka, centre fullback here for St. George. So good start so far by Mount Druitt Rangers. So first half, struggled to get the tempo at the start of the match. St. George definitely had the tempo. A lot of ball, field position, and possession. All key factors normally lead to building up a lead and get some goals. So Casella threads the ball out. O'Shea cleaned up nicely by Rankin. So Niski pulled off some good saves in the first half to keep Rangers right in this game. 0-0. Fef's on it. Tries to get it out to Rankin. Ball goes into touch. Damascus down the line for throw. Picks up, drags back to O'Shea. Right. Looking for options. Goes back to Toyuka. Open up some room. Gets the ball across Caliguru. Cuts it back, Poon. Threads it through Antonu. Right, it's in there. Robust game. Antonu comes across, sits it up. I have a shot, and it's in! 1-0. Jaden Casella. They're waiting for the chance. Come across, top of the box, unmarked. Well, money was on by. Antonu is there or thereabouts, waiting for the ball. Come back. Nice little pass back inside. Justin Poon. Across Jaden Casella and goes into his bottom right-hand corner, bottom left corner of Dylan Niski. The keeper got stranded. He was following the ball, tracking it across the goal. Not expecting a shot. And 1-0 already. Jackson Brown drives forward, gets it out to Garang a whack. They cut it back. Cleaned up by St. George. Justin Poon into it. Trajanowski gives away a free kick. So 1-0. Takes Jaden Casella's goal score and tally for the season to 8. Equal by Antonu. There'd probably be a bit of rivalry within the team too. See who's going to get the golden boot in the team. Nice link. Aiden O'Shea. Drives through by Antonu. Casella's there again. O'Shea reaches out, tries to grab him. Kalen Wright. Here's Macarello. Macarola, a bit of a shove. They get the free kick. Macarola, Mount Druitt Rangers. Pedro goes short. Macarola back across to Lopez. Opens up for him. Comes out. Pedro whips it across. Garangawak trying to find Fef. Joey Gibbs has cleared away. Rankin will need to be careful here. He's aware of his situation. Jaden Casella shut down all the options there. So St George got 4 people. Rangers only got 3 there really to pick out unless it goes long. It does. Looks for Joey Gibbs. So Jackson Brown sliding into the challenge there. It comes out. O'Shea. Antonu. Back to the goal scorer, Casella. And cleaned up there by William Rankin. So 1-0 now here to St George. Visitors will be happy to have broken the deadlock so far. Trajanowski. Tries to play a long ball down the line. Same for Garangawak. Pedro there. Here we go. Opens up again. Justin Poon. Back to Dilniski. Plays it out short. Fef. Whips a long one to Lopez. Brings it down. Joey Gibbs. So Shea. It's kept in there by Danascus. Lopez. As Danascus makes the hard run down the line. Casella whips one across. Taken out of the air by Niski. Good take too. Players coming through. So Mount Druitt's picked up the tempo now and need to get the goal here. Jackson Brown across to Lopez. So they're going to have to play a high tempo. Get back in. Rankin's on his bike. Pedro keeps it in. Rankin's there still. Threads it back. Comes through. Chips it across. Sat up but didn't break nicely. Poon gets back to Antonu. Gets brought down by Fef. So trying to call for a yellow card. So Danascus has crossed to Toyuka. Surus. It's on the ball. Sito's come back inside. Right. A full jersey grab by Joey Gibbs. Is potentially going to get a yellow card. He does. That was clear and obvious. Just a slow to play down. Kalen Wright's having a chat to the referee. We're going to see the first sub of the match here. Aiden O'Shea off. I thought they said number 18 was coming on, but I think Sunday Yona looks like he will coming onto the field here. So check this out. New man enters the field is Sunday Yona in number 13. Sito. Anthony across to Yona. Straight into the action now. He's fast too. Skittled again. Player's going to have a chat to referee. Referee goes and has a chat to Pedro. Floats one forward. Damascus has the ball, plays back. Oh, gets intercepted here. He brings him down in the box. Cleaned up fair by the keeper, Siren. Fef. On the ball. Macarola. Back Fef cleans it up. Jackson Brown. Kalen Wright gets in there. Antonu. Now St. George have picked up for tempo. Trying to bring in the speedsters here. Sunday Yona down the right. So crisis averted. That could have been trouble for St. George. Need to be careful with the challenges in the box. Yona out on the ball. Tries to drop one down the line. Been expecting a lot. If he had got on the end of that ball. Caligiru. Fef back to Niski. He's going to get pressed here. Joey Gibbs. Up for it. Lopez. Pedro. It's after the ball. Down William Rankin's going to take the throw for Rangers. He's going to have to go long again. He's got Gibbs and Lopez. Wants to try to pick him out. Over Lopez's head. Heads it away. Sito gets the ball back for Yuka. Sito to Damascus. Damascus has full switch over Sunday Yona. Yona gets around. Trying to take on Trajanowski. So looking at full speed here. So move Poon out the left wing. They've dropped him around. So I want to try to bring the head to William Rankin. Antonu draws a corner. 1-0 at the moment to St. George. Starting to play with confidence. All the passes are linking. And players are pushing forward. As they start to control the tempo of the match. Jaden Casella, the goal scorer, is taking the corner. Whips it in as flat. It's headed clear. Joe Gibbs, the veteran. Good pick up by Rangers this year to pick up Joey Gibbs. Comes back, Suris. Links one into Casella. Whips it back. They have another shot. Niski. They're calling for a goal. Reasonable question to ask. There's a lot going on in the goal box then. The AR very happy with his position. Thomas Lopez is going to get injected in the game here. He's got Damascus. He's taking him inside. Comes around. Lays it back. Pedro. Cut it back. Macarola. Here's Joey Gibbs. Trying to get it onto his left foot. Have a shot. Put on an inside-outside step. Trajanowski, Sunday Yona now. He's going to run at pace. He's going to cause some drama here. Very quick. Gets it across. Antonu comes inside. Has a shot. Goes wide. Miskicked it. Thought there might have been danger there, but that one speared off the outside of the foot. It's gone out for a goal kick. Thought might see some of the magic that's helped bring the 8 goals so far for this season. Niski goes long again. I thought he was trying to pick out Pedro. Wasn't able to hit the man. Justin Poon breaks free down the line. Thomas Lopez has to come inside to defend. Opens up again. Antonu drops one into Casella again. Cleared on the line. Look at the effort by Mount Druitt Town to defend that. Needed some magic there. Dylan Niski got beaten. Danaskis trying to drive around. William Rankin clears the lines and puts the ball out. Pretty sure that's Caleb Jackson Brown. Come through with the goods that time. Jackson Brown or Semper. That's the sort of stuff you want. That's the defending you need to see. Garangawak is coming off here for Mount Druitt Town Rangers, and they're about to bring on Jude Rankin, number 22. So once again, they changed the tempo of the match. A bit of a crisp night down here, Popondetta Park. Definitely changed since the start of the game when the sun was in our face. Good match so far. Decent crowd. Whip one over the top. Sunday Ono turns it on. Trajanowski. Heads are clear. Here we go. Dylan Niski. For Sunday Ono was going to have a clear chance there, but couldn't just break the ball away. Went to ground that gets the ball again. Danger zone. Has a go. Blocked. Semper. Back to right again. It's all happening now. Mount Druitt chase the game. And they break away. Get out to Rankin. Drives on, gets brought down. There's Pedro. It's going to be a yellow card there too. Pretty sure that's what we'll see for Justin Poon. So the tempo and speed of the game is picked up now, as you would expect. About 5-10 minutes into the second half. It was nil all half time. We saw Jaden Casella break the deadlock. Ball come out top of the box. After nice work of Justin Poon by Antonu for a little while there. Cut the ball across to him. That'll take a touch, turn it, and put it into his bottom right-hand corner or bottom left-hand corner. Dylan Niski beat the keeper. Wasn't expecting the ball to come across. Ball breaks free. Mount Druitt Town keeper here. William Rankin whips one across. Trying to pick it out. Fef's in there. Shaden Semper brings it down. Trajanowski gets it to Pedro, whips one up. Having to take a few chances now, Mount Druitt Town Rangers. They want to stay in this contest and need a goal. 0-0. I'd like to repeat the result they got back in round 3 when they had a 3-2 win at St George against St George. It's their first win of the season in their promotion back up into NPL 1 this year. After a very successful season in Football League 1 last year. go, hit it on by Anthony. Ball comes across. Joey Gibbs gets it through, trying to get through to Lopez. Danaskos back to right. At Danaskos drives forward. Fred's one through. Here we go. Fef cleans it up. William Rankin back to the keeper. Niski punches it forward. Toyuku not able to get it far enough forward. Back to Macarola. Oh, it's been intercepted here by Antonu. Lays it off. Has a shot there. Blocked again. Niski. Earning every dollar tonight. Jaden Casella. Point blank range shot. Not a lot of power. Niski stepped up again. Mount Druitt, the defenders are there cleaning up as well. Thought that was a corner. I thought that was a corner. The referee said it's goal kick. Let's see another substitution here. Number 14 off, Justin Poon going off, and number 13 is coming on. There's a Sunday unit on now, so. So Nicholas Katarich was on before. As Nicholas Katarich, because Sunday Yona's on number 13 already. Big challenge there, Suris. Jackson Brown on the ground. Oh, loops it, left-footed. Had a dig. Skatarich was going top right-hand corner. Tried to do an Adrian Caceres. If anyone remembers back in Wellington Phoenix days, did the same thing on the run. Loop one off the outside left foot into the top right-hand corner. It was a worldie if I've ever seen a worldie before. For anyone who remembers Adrian Caceres, probably be up around my vintage. So if your number starts with a 4, you might remember him. I digress anyway. Fef heads the ball clear. So gonna see pace here. Skatarich. Casella. Out to Skatarich. Fef goes through Skatarich here. Brings him down. Got the ball and got the man. Skatarich goes short now. Fill up Casella. Doing some link passes. Back to Sito Toyuka. And across now Caligero. Out Sunday Yona again. I want to see some open running. Here we go, gets the ball into the box. Cleaned up with Dylan Niski. He's had a very good game tonight, the keeper from Mount Druitt Town Rangers, the captain. Niski pulled off probably five big saves, 3 definite goals. Pedro drives around here, got Danaskis, turns him, drives around him. Nice run so far, goes down Gibbs. And they get the free kick in a dangerous position. So Pedro had a shot the last one. Will he do it again? João Pedro Oliveira Santos. A Pedrino on the back of his jersey. Call him Pedro for the sake of the commentary. It's 3 goals for him so far this season. It's been good tonight. Open running with the ball. So from here, by the fact he's got 6 guys up, I think he might be trying to put the ball into the box a bit, looking to pick out someone like Fef or Joey Gibbs for a header. Probably what he's going to do. Does. He sits up, hangs. And we've got a free kick there for St. George for offside. So the first player was all right. It was a ricochet ball that brought the offside there. So you're here at the Duckman for this afternoon's match, and it is 1-0 at the moment. St. George up over Mount Druitt Town Rangers here. Poppendetta Park. Damascus back to Sito. Got right in the middle. He's had a solid game right. Really been the link. Helped shut things down at the back. Been the link in the midfield going forward. Nice little step over there, Skatarich. Someone tried to pull off an Adrian Casera shot earlier on. And his first touch of the game actually would have been some sort of classic goal. Hugo sits up. Jaden Casella, Antonu is on the ball. It's 8 goals so far this season. Has a go. Niski tips it away. Another corner. Saw Antonu have a shot before it went out. Had it on his right foot. He was hoping to get it on his left foot, I'd be imagining. On his right foot and it went wide. In good spot. Skatarich, he'll be looking for the ball here. Sets up, whips around. Now Druitt's headed away again. It's another corner. They're looking for a ball. So for some reason only got a couple of spare balls here at the field by the look of it at this stage. So you don't usually see this in NPL 1. They've waited for the ball to come back from behind the goal in the car park. So some of the St. George fans can hear them a bit irate about how long it took to get the ball back in the field. Gave Mount Druitt time to really set their defensive pattern. Brought down Trajanowski, takes free kick on his bike. Jackson Brown. So you're going to see Jaden Casella get himself a yellow card there. It's brought down quickly. Referee won't like that. He's going to slow it down and bring it back and start that again. Still with an action. Needs the ball to be dead. So a few yellow cards so far at the moment. And St. George still lead 1-0. Mount Druitt looking for a chance. Thomas Lopez, ball comes clear to him. Cleared up. Right in there. Digs it out. Souris. Ball gets intercepted by Lopez. Joe gives. Lopez is up.
Good boy, Jared. Yeah, he's on, he's on.
Ball sits up here. Vassalew on as well from Mount Druitt Town along with Azar. So they're really picking up tempo now. They want to get some goals. Damascus. Back to Sito. Toyka to Sito again. Mount Druitt's going to pick up the running here. Antonu chops it across. Fef cleans it up. Gone short. Damascus whips one across. Sits up. Fef clears it up. Back to Jaden Casella again. So you can tell it's winter down here at Popondetta Park. Bit of a bitter wind into the face. Glad I'm in the western suburbs and not in the mountains. Jaden Casella, got the wind in his face. Picked up a good goal in the start of the second, or not the very start, but early in the second half. Pedro breaks through, gets dragged again, calls for another free kick. And it's a yellow card now. Now Wright picks up a yellow card too, so got a bit of a collection going tonight. (1-0) currently to St George. Fef tries to drop one over the top there, picking out John Azar. Lopez coming through. Sempau. Vassalew on the midfield. Gets across to Azar. Goes on his left, curls it around, goes out for a goal kick. Nearly intercepted there by Rangers. Fef onto the ball. Nice first touch. It's not a good pass. Been intercepted. Antonu whips it around. Sempau clears it up. Back to Casella. Out to Antonu. Antonu drives around, chops it back. Cleaned up on Macarola. Hard running here. So nice run there by Lachlan Vassalew. So Mount Druitt trying to pick up the tempo. It's a border on John Azar. Lachlan Vassalew on number 18, Azar on 11, and Jude Rankin's been on for a little while now on 22. Had to pick up the pace and tempo in the midfield, chasing the game. Macarola gets it out to Azar. Whips it across the other side of the field. Sits up. Hangs nicely for Vassalew. Brought down Macarola again. Azar's going to have to chase back the run here. Casella turns it on. Fef's there. Cuts it back. They're going to have another goal. They pick up a second. Sondayona. Jaden Casella. He read it. Read the room well. Drew Fef. It's never going to be able to completely stop that. Casella cuts it back. Sondayona runs on and gets a second. Nice finish there, St George, to take it to 2-0. So that was a full counter attack against the run of play there. Mount Druitt had all the pressure up the other end of the field. Short goal kick playing it out. And a bit of a quick counter attack. A few good passes. Wasn't a long ball. And they just went through. And there you go. Now it's 2-0. Jaden Casella gets the assist after scoring the first. Ball sits up there. Try to have a bit of a go. And it's cleared away by St. George. Andrew Montgomery will probably be clearing his bench now. Needs to make another change. Whatever that might be. Yet to see. Another sub there. Looks like Antonu is off, and number 12, St. George Thomas Dunn, is now on the field. So Mount Druitt down 2-0. This stage, we're getting into the second half a fair bit now. And we're going to see another substitution here. William Rankin. A double substitution. Both fullbacks off.
Let's go, Zach.
Rankin and Trajanowski off. Got a long ball floating over the top. Sampao tries to cover it down. Sunday Erna cuts through Azar. Sampao sits up, hangs out. And Thomas Dunn, first touch, sent it into the net. Drew to board on. Back to Filagoy in number 4. Trying to work out the other number. And looks like Bailey Camino in number 24. So left and right fullback changes there. It's Filagoy in the right fullback and Camino in left fullback. Just one up again, headed back there, St. George. Back to the keeper siren. 2-0 lead. We're thinking, looking at this stage, probably a big task here from our Druitt Town if they can get back. This will be one of the comebacks I'll talk about for a long time if they can. Wouldn't be a lot of time left in this match either. I probably think in the vicinity of 5 to 10 minutes. Okay. Dominant display by 9th place St. George, so they'll be happy to come here, get the points tonight if they can walk away with it. Damascus back to Sito again. Turns on it. Skitarik. Casella picked up the first goal, set up Sunday Yona's goal there as well. It gets skittled in the midfield. They let it go. Skitarik, back Casella again. Tries playing Sunday Yona. Keeps it in too. It's grass there. Good defence by Bailey Camino and number 24. And Druitt Town Rangers. It's quick. They've had the match pace of pace. St. George ball too fast to attack, and midfielders come down the wings. And Druitt Town have done the same in defence. Ball comes back there, Sempel. Shutting it down. Skitarik back across to Casella. To Skitarik's on his good foot now. I'd like to see him have another one of those shots he had his first touch. Damascus. Back across to Surus. To right. And looking for a pass. Back he goes. Got 4 minutes of injury time. So that's what we got left here at Popondetta Park tonight. This round 18 NPL 1 men's clash. Now Druitt Rangers still got some time. They need to get the ball. Bailey Camino needs to be careful what he does here because he's got Sunday Yona on his hammer. Sempel back to Niski. John Azar over his head. Damascus whips one down. Nice ball here. Jaden Casella's gone out wide. So he's been playing wide since they made the wing changes. Cuts it across. Oh, breaks wide and bounces awkwardly and goes clear. I thought that might have been number 3. Thomas Dunn thought it was going to be number 3 as well. Now, Druitt Rangers. It's not all gone yet. 4 minutes. They've got it all against them though. Sempel. Heads are clear. Sunday Yona. Back to Skitaric. Jaden Casella. On the ball. Has another shot. Goes across the face of the goal. And runs away for another goal kick. Pitch is in good condition down here. Popondetta Park today too. Looks pristine. Ball played out short there. That's Safiligoy. Oh, Damascus lets it run. A nice step over by the fullback. No pressure here for St. George. They're up 2-0. Mount Druitt's the ones that need to do the chasing. It's up to game management now. Safiligoy under the ball. Skitaric sits up. He's happy to build it up through the back. As for up to Kaligeru again. Surus. So much more game management style here now. Sito Toyuka. To right. Sito. It's been a solid performance tonight. In a robust game. Ball's come clear. Jaden Casella couldn't beat the eyes of the assistant referee on the spot. Safiligoy throws in to Pedro. Pedro back to Azar. They need to get on the hammer here, Mount Druitt. They want to get a shot or two. Sunday Yona. It's like pressing X on the Xbox. Taken off. Solid challenge there. Mount Druitt. Right again. Been in everything today. Caleb Wright. Pumps it long there, Mackenzie Siren. Zach Safiligoy. Back to Dylan Niski. He's had a good game in goals tonight too for Mount Druitt Rangers. Had a lot of work to do. George really had quite a lot of shots. He's been able to keep Mount Druitt in the game for most of the match. Fef, he's had a solid game too as centre fullback. St. George, the strike power and weapons. Jaden Casella. It's all too much. Sunday Yona. And a strike impact player coming in off the bench. There we go. Full time here at Popondetta Park. St. George FC 2, Mount Druitt Town Rangers 0. Been a very entertaining game of football tonight. 2 very good goals for St. George. Jaden Casella broke the deadlock just after half-time, probably about 5 or 6 minutes into the second half. Good goal just at the top of the box. And he set the second up for decent run down across the line, left-hand side, and cut a face ball through into the 6-yard box. Sunday owner finished it off, picks up his win bonus, and gets a goal bonus. So thanks for joining us tonight here on Football New South Wales. You've been with the Duckman here. I hope you've enjoyed the match. Been a good match of football. And I'll catch you again throughout the year. Keep on ducking, everyone. I'll see you all again next time.